Ex-cop Grant Hardin, 50, hid a terrible secret. Arrested for murder, he tried everything to evade his crimes during the interrogation. On February 23rd, James Appleton stopped at a Ganridge Road parking lot to call his brother-in-law. A loud bang was heard, and the call ended. A witness saw a white Chevy Malibu speed away from James's car, where he was found dead from a gunshot wound. The small town of Gateway, Arkansas quickly identified Grant, a lifetime resident and former officer, as the Chevy's owner. Apprehended after a family dinner, Grant's law enforcement background made the interrogation agonizing for Arkansas police.
I'm Detective Chamberlain. I know we have James Chamberlain.
Okay.
I know. Did you used to be a police officer somewhere? Or I recognized you, but I wasn't 100% sure where I knew you from. But somebody said that you used to be a police officer in Gateway or something like that. Okay.
Detective Chamberlain starts the interrogation casually, discussing Grant's police career to establish rapport and encourage openness. However, his tactic backfires as Grant, after being read his rights, decides to make the process difficult for the detectives.
Here's the thing. I want to talk to you about what you've done today, okay? Can you just take me through when you woke up this morning to when you got stopped by the police out there in what's the name of that road that you're on? I'm sorry, I'm going drunk. Ganridge?
I'm not going to say anything after I've been read those rights yet.
Okay. Why don't you want to talk to me about your day?
I don't know what's going on. I am kind of sickly to what I'm here for and things.
At this stage, Grant, unaware of the reason for his detainment, claims to feel unwell. His unsettling demeanor might stem from feeling vulnerable and inferior, as he faces being a suspect rather than a detective for the first time.
Okay. So you don't want to explain what you've done today? Did you? Is there a reason behind that?
You read me my rights, and I don't know why. And so, what was the first thing said? I have the right to remain silent.
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to talk to me right now?
I'm going to remain silent.
Okay, cool. Hang tight right here for just a few minutes, okay?
Detectives momentarily leave the room to strategize, allowing suspects time to fret over their circumstances. However, this break can also enable suspects to gather their thoughts and devise their own narrative, potentially putting the detectives at a disadvantage.
I don't know if I scared you at the beginning or what, but that's why I was trying to, and I can't, you see the position that I'm in. I can't tell you why you're here, but at the same time, I need to rule you out into something. Does that make sense?
Upon returning, the detectives adopt a new tactic, reassuring Grant they aim to clear him of any suspicion so he can leave. While most would be inclined to cooperate to expedite their release, Grant has different plans.
I mean, or would you be willing to talk to me about your day, knowing that I need to rule you out of something, or like I'm at a loss here, and I need to clear you from something. And if you didn't do anything wrong today, you have nothing to worry about. And that's kind of where we're at.
Well, yes, I would have liked to, but before the rights were read. So not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, and you understand as a detective, we read those rights to everybody who comes in here. It's not just you, but when we interview, kids, and it's everybody. Once you come into our facility, we that's something we have to do. It's not something. It's not just something we're doing for you. It happens to everybody that walks through this room and talks to us.
Being an ex-cop, Grant understands that everyone, guilty or innocent, must be read their rights. This knowledge renders his silent strategy invalid. He's merely using it as an excuse not to talk and potentially stall for time.
I guess my question is this, knowing what I just told you, okay, I guess if it was me and I was, if I was in your position, I'd be like, hey, James, I did this, or Grant, I did this, I was at, here, and here, and I would just be done with it. And that way you can get out of here. But at this point, I can't clear you from this because you could still potentially be a suspect. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm not explaining it right or what was going on here.
Explain it fine. I just have to, once the rights have been read, I have to, it says I have the right to be silent.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what to say at this point. You realize that I'm trying to help you out here. I'm trying to get you out of here quicker, and you're just sitting here.
Well, am I free to go then?
No, you're not free to go.
Why?
Because I've got to get to the bottom of an investigation, a very serious criminal matter.
Okay.
Okay? And right now you're a potential suspect in that. Does that make sense?
I don't understand why I'm a suspect, no.
Well, that's for me to know and for you to tell me why you're not a suspect.
This is your time to kind of help you.
Okay.
Figure
Tell me
out-
this.
I do apologize on the front end.
No, I'm not mad at you.
I'm going
Yeah.
to exercise my right to be silent.
Okay. So just tell me this. I know you were a police officer before, right? You're a police officer in Gravit, I mean not Gravit, but in Gateway? It's an easy yes or no.
I'm being silent.
Well, I can see that. Where do you live at? We can do this all night. I mean, it doesn't bother me. You're going to continue to be a suspect until I find out otherwise.
Okay.
Regrettably for the detectives, Grant's silence legally obstructs the investigation and halts progress. Detective Chamberlain, visibly frustrated, takes a break to prevent emotions from jeopardizing the case. However, this respite may also afford suspects the opportunity to devise a strategy.
You want me to get it for you?
Well, I'm ready. I need to go
You need to go where?
home or get ready for work in a little bit.
Okay, we'll just have a seat and I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
No problem. You need anything else?
No, I hate not being able to talk. But usually after they read my rights, after they read me my rights, I just feel like I need to be silent.
What do you mean?
Well, how come nobody asked me anything or told me anything before we got here or anything? Not necessarily you. You've been real good to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was just taking you up here, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I mean, they asked me to bring you up here. So, the detective is the one that has all that information.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And he said he couldn't give it to me
Oh, he did?
right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, what time do you need to be back? What time do you usually get ready for work?
Listen, I try and leave by 9:15. Let's see. Well, my head's all screwed up now. 9:15, 9:30. So I can get there and sign in before 10:45. 10:45, yeah.
Oh, you gotta sign in?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you just want to get out of here, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to help, but I don't know what's going on, and I mean, y'all put yourself in my shoes, and maybe you've been there before. It just kind of makes you sickly, or
You say what?
scared, or something.
Sickly?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you said that you didn't want to say nothing. So I
Yeah.
mean, like I said, I would love to give you the information, but that's
Oh, I know.
way above my pay grade.
I
You know
know.
how that works.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah, I know.
So I try to be good to you.
Right.
Get you what you need or whatever. So
Well, okay. I just need to go if they're through.
okay. I'll let them know.
Okay.
Do you need anything else?
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Thank you. Yeah.
You sure?
No, but but I just thank you.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Okay,
I'm just
all right.
ready to walk on.
All right, man. That's
You gonna
fine.
take me back home or?
I think your wife may be coming to get you or something.
okay.
I think
All right.
you're married, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
to
That's what I
Madison.
thought. Okay. Yeah, I think she may be coming up here to get you. I'm not really sure though.
Okay.
I mean, they tell me about as much as they tell you. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
You know how that is,
Yeah, I know. It's just, boy.
right? So okay.
You don't want to be that guy. I mean, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
But
Well, I understand what you're saying. I mean, like I said, if
it's
I
just weird. I'd like to help, but
well, I mean, I think you can. You know. right?
Right.
I mean, I think you can, but I mean, you don't want to talk to me, but those guys, I'll figure out where I don't know where they went, but
Okay.
I'll figure out where they're at and let them know that you're trying to get out of here.
All right.
So, and let them know that you want to help. Right?
Right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Hey, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
The other officer told me you want to talk to me again. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just ready to go.
Okay. And I'm not ready for you to go yet, so you're not going to be able to go. I've got other things that I'm doing right now. So,
Okay.
did you need to talk to me, or did you what was the deal?
Oh, I was gonna go.
Oh,
And
no,
I
you're not
wanted
going
to
to
tell
go.
you that.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're not going to.
But I
Hang
wanted.
tight.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
In similar cases, officers typically decide on a suspect's fate when progress stalls. Standard protocol involves charging the suspect or releasing them due to insufficient evidence. Despite this, the detective persists in questioning Grant. Police gather more information, interviewing witnesses to connect Grant to the crime scene. His silence, though legal, raises suspicion, which intensifies when his wife provides a weak alibi. All evidence points to Grant, and Detective Chamberlain resumes the interrogation.
That's all right. Detective Cordero is talking to your wife right now. I talked to her a little bit, so I've kind of got a timeline of where you were and where you weren't today. I'm not. We all know what happened, okay? My thing is I'm trying to get your side of the story, okay? I don't want. I'm trying to think of how to word this delicately. I'm not trying to get you in any trouble. I'm not trying to get her in any trouble. Okay? You've got a little daughter, she's 16, who needs her parents. Okay? I know what was said at dinner time. I know everything. Okay? I need your side of the story. Okay? I don't know if you've had a problem with this guy for a while, and this was an accident, or you maliciously chased him down, or what happened. But if I don't get your side of the story, I won't ever know. Okay? You know I know. I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I wouldn't be talking to them right now. So I want to give you the opportunity to tell me what led up to what happened today. And if I came across as being rude or upset or whatever earlier, I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do.
You're fine.
I'm just trying to gather
I'm not sure what
facts.
happens or what's going on,
Okay.
but I just have to invoke my right.
Okay. So you're telling me that you don't want to give me your side of the story. That's what you're telling me. That I've got to put together what your wife has told me and what the crime scene's told me. I mean,
What I'm saying is, I have the right to remain silent.
that's true. You do.
I'm not saying I don't want to tell you anything or help you guys or anything. I'm just saying you told me I had the right to remain silent.
That's true. I did. Just because I told you you have the right to remain silent doesn't mean you have to remain silent.
I know, but apologies to you.
No, you don't
I
have to apologize to me. No, you don't need to. No, you don't.
I will use my right to remain silent.
Okay, and I'm telling you that's your right. But at the same time, if you don't walk me through what happened and why it happened, then there's no way for me to get. It's like this. It's like this. You're writing a book, right? We're writing a book. You got chapter 1, you got chapter 2, and chapter 3. Chapter 1 is what happened today, what started out today, how your day started. Chapter 2 is what led up to the incident. And chapter 3 is you telling me about what happened to lead you up to that. Because I don't have any of that information. I know you went to eat, out tonight. I know what you said at dinner. I know that you went to Lowe's afterwards. I know everything, but I don't know what caused the incident. I don't know. And if I don't know that, I've got to assume the worst. And I don't want to assume the worst. I don't. That's not my job. That wasn't your job, right? That wasn't your job to assume the worst. Your job was to go do a job, collect facts. I mean, you know what a police officer does. You know what a detective does. You've been that. I need this whole piece so I can collect it all. Because if I only got bits and pieces, it makes you look really, really bad. Really bad. And I don't want to do that. I don't want you to look bad. And I don't know if you think I'm trying to trick you or do whatever, but if I don't collect all the pieces that I need, I can't get your side of the story. And that's the issue that I have. And I don't know what's holding you up. I don't know what's holding you up from telling me your side of the story. Do you just don't want to tell me your side of the story?
I'm just silent.
No, I get that. I understand that. Like, that part you've made completely clear. You've told me several times.
I just am going to remain that way.
Okay. I guess I'm having a hard time understanding that.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm sorry.
Okay. You know what? There's no reason for you to be sorry. I think later on there may be a reason for you to be sorry, but it's not right now. You talking to me and trying to get me trying to pull the truth out of you that's no reason to be sorry. Do you realize that you're looking at some very, very serious charges here?
No, I
Okay.
didn't know that.
Okay. Well, you are. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
And if it was an accident, it was an accident, and that's all it was. But if you intentionally went out to hurt somebody, that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother story. Okay? I'll let you think about it. I'll give you one more chance here in a few minutes, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm telling you that.
Well, what happened?
You know what happened. I'm not going to sit here and play games with you. I'm not. I know. You know. We have witnesses that put you there. The 2 cars that drove by. Look, man, I'm not. I just want to know why it happened. Okay? You realize you did it right in front of somebody. Well, no, you let them get around you, but they physically ID'd you. Like, I don't. Look, man, I'm done telling you my side of the story. If you would like to talk to me about what happened and what happened out there, then I'm fine with that. But if not, I'm going to sleep good tonight, regardless of whether you want to talk to me and tell me what happened or not. I don't think you will.
During the murder, the man in the white Chevy waved at a passerby before firing the gun. Unfortunately for Grant, the passerby was Andrew Tillman, a longtime acquaintance, who positively identified him at the crime scene. Both Grant and Chamberlain know the truth, but Grant's silence remains his only hope for escape. Detectives resort to various tactics, including allowing Grant to see his family, hoping it will trigger an emotional response and prompt him to talk.
Your wife's about to leave. She wanted to give you a hug before she left. Are you good with that? Perfect. I told her that it was fine. I don't have any problems with it.
Yeah.
Just, come on in. I'm sorry. I was just
That's all right. No, you too. Everything will be okay.
All right. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you. I guess
I just thought I'd check on you.
Alright.
Do you want anything to drink or do you use the restroom?
Well, I need to go pee if I can. That's all right.
Yeah, let me work it out.
Okay.
Do you want something to drink too? Some water or something? That help?
Yeah, I probably have to get something. But
No,
yeah, I'll
I
take
don't mind. No problem. Alright, let me see if I can find somebody to take you to the bathroom.
it. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
somebody said you needed to take a bathroom break, man.
Yeah, come on. Thank you.
Yeah. Going that way. You ever been up here before?
Yeah, I've used one up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
You need anything to eat or anything?
Sure? Yeah. Alright, there you go, man. Appreciate it. Oh, I did want to, well, it ain't none of my business, but I started to move that while ago, and I thought I better not. For the
Getting cold?
temperature, yeah, it's just a little cold, maybe a half degree up or something.
See what it does there.
I was afraid to touch it, so.
We'll see how it does.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
All right, get ready to, I was thinking about laying down up on that desk, but it looks awful hard.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be any more comfortable up there than what you are now.
No,
Can I get you anything else?
no, that's good, thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, can you help me understand how we got to this point?
I don't know.
I don't know. Man, I remember being on patrol and running into you one night. Help me out on a call, back me up.
Oh,
It was way back in, oh gosh, it's been almost, I guess almost 3 years now.
well,
Two,
Yeah, probably
something
so.
like that. Yeah, something like that. But,
yeah, you guys are always good to help us, help me too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brad, he was always right there, man.
Cordillero shares a story of Grant supporting her in a case years ago, suggesting she might be sympathetic due to his past help. Reminiscing about their time in the force and colleagues reinforces a subconscious bond Grant might form with her.
I just don't understand how we got to this point.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, I'm here to listen. If you're willing to talk,
Oh,
tell
I'm
me.
just ready to go to bed.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Me too. Me too. And if we could do that, you just talk to me.
Well, I just have to. Since you read those rights, I have to stay. I have to do the right.
Well, what's the difference?
You know the difference.
No, what's the difference between knowing what the paper says and telling, especially if it clears you out of everything? I mean,
Well, yeah, I see.
the
what you mean.
way I look at it is, regardless of something happened or not, and if it did, if it was an accident, well, tell me. Like, let me help me help you. Like, I want to know what I can do or what happened today to be able to explain it later.
I don't know what happened today. I just need to.
People are going to have questions. Your family.
Well, I have questions.
Well, exactly.
So,
So why can't we figure this out together?
Cordillero intentionally uses inclusive language like, "we will figure this out together," and open body language to help Grant feel relaxed and involved in the solution. She is kind to Grant, hoping he will eventually open up or offer an entry point.
I know you probably slept in because you work nights. I work nights. Trust me, I worked nights for almost 4 years. I understand how that sleep schedule is.
yeah, sleep's all
So
messed up.
you could, oh, absolutely. It doesn't matter if you switch to day shift schedule. Your sleep's still going to be messed up for a while. I still fight it every once in a while. Did you sleep in today? Yeah. I bet you did. You could have got to work tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time did you get up?
Oh boy. I don't even know. Probably around noonish.
Around noon. That's usually what time I got up too. I'd sleep in as long as I could. Around noon. Did you get anything done today? No?
Oh no.
Did you watch anything good on TV? Usually that's what I do. I'd eat and watch TV. I'll woke myself up a little bit. Anything good?
Same old stuff
Oh yeah?
on TV.
You watch the same episodes? Or like, do you have a specific TV show you would wake up and watch?
When we watched, I feel like my wife always has it on I can't remember what channel it's called, right now, TV Land.
Oh, okay. What shows play on that? Like Andy Griffith and stuff like that? Yeah?
Yeah, I think they've been playing a lot of MASH.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too crazy about that, but
No.
it's on.
It's a little before my time. I haven't really watched any of that. I couldn't even tell you what it was about.
Yeah, it's a Korean
Oh yeah?
doctors and they have a field hospital at the Korean War
Oh, okay.
stuff.
Alright.
It's really just kind of a comedy.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not too bad.
Does your wife like that?
Oh well, I think she'd better watch other stuff, but that's all. You know.
Yeah.
Grant finally speaks, and Cordero seizes the opportunity. Maintaining the conversation, she aims to subtly extract information or catch him in a lie. The growing connection increases the chances of Grant slipping up or cooperating. However, when Cordero returns to the case topic, he predictably goes silent and refuses to answer questions.
I think you have a lot to live for. Beautiful family, who I've had the privilege of talking to. Who they love. You love them very much and they love you. Your daughter looks a lot like you. She's a sweet.
She's a lot prettier.
She is very pretty. She is very pretty. Very pretty. But the way I look at it is you're a man. Men face their mistakes and they own up to them.
Mm-hmm.
And they figure out what happened and figure out how to solve it and move on. I mean, I think you know just as well as I do people who can admit they've done something wrong or witnessed something wrong. It's kind of like a weight lifted off their chest. You automatically feel better. Or at least in my experience, I feel better.
I'm listening. I'm just.
No, I understand. Like I said, I'm honestly here to help you. I want you to understand that. I wouldn't spend my time in here with you if I didn't honestly think that you were a good person and that something happened today that needs to be explained.
Despite reminders of his family, Grant remains unyielding, relying on silence as his best chance to avoid incrimination and hoping no evidence is found.
I like you. I like this fella that was a detective here. I don't care about any of that, but and stuff. And I just don't know how to. I haven't had this happen before. Being brought in and interrogated for something. So I know you don't care, but I just don't know how to be silent.
I think...
So, sitting over here looking like a jerk.
No, you're not. Honestly, you are far from that. You're very polite.
Well, I'm just going to continue to rest my eyes and
Don't you know why you're here?
I appreciate you guys, and I'm just going to.
Well, I appreciate you being polite. It's kind of a nice alternative to what I've dealt with before. Kind of nice to talk to, too. Makes time go by. Do you want to talk to me?
Can I get a lawyer?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need to,
It's up to you.
but
You can either-
obviously something's going on and I need one.
It's up to you. I just want to hear your side, but
I want to get a lawyer.
After hours of futile questioning, Grant requests a lawyer, ending the interrogation. But the story doesn't conclude here. Between the questioning and court hearing, Grant and his lawyer recognize there's no chance of escaping guilt. A witness nearly saw him commit the crime, and people discovered his prior employment issues in law enforcement. Grant pleads guilty to first-degree murder on October 16, 2017, but conceals his motive, leaving James Appleton's family without closure. As the trial unfolds, a chilling revelation transforms Grant from murderer to monstrous figure. Grant Hardin entered his plea in Judge Robin Green's Benton County courtroom. He is accused of raping a Rogers schoolteacher in 1997. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison on each of 2 counts of rape.